Welcome back to another MMS 2016 speaker interview. Today I'm joined by Samuel Erskine, someone who I'm pleased to have as a co-speaker. But Sam, we're doing one session together, but we're really here today to learn about all your other sessions. Looks like you have a full, a lot of sessions this year at MMS. So before we dive into those, could you tell us just right off the bat what your area of focus is this year? So what are some of your primary topics that you'll be giving out to the MMS audience this year?
Demystifying the cloud, Lee. Oh, hi. It's Sam, by the way. I get scared when people say Samuel. That's just the official title. So my area of focus is really a continuation of what we did last year, what I did in Europe. So it's really how do you transition from where we are today to all of these cloud additions and still use the language that we all relate to.
Okay. Okay, I think that's a pretty good way to sum it up. I think from a more detailed level, we might see a little what we call DevOps. You might see a little OMS, a lot of cool stuff. So why don't we just start diving into each of your individual sessions? Could you go ahead and just let's just run through each of your sessions here real quick?
Yeah, sure. So I'm going to need your help here, Lee. Just call out the session name so I don't
Well,
understand
why don't we go at the moment of this recording, the exact schedule on day-to-day schedule is still TBD, but let's start with, is DevOps the key to modern service management in the enterprise? What is that session all about?
So today, when you go out there and talk about DevOps, there's a lot of talk about things like GitHub, dev type tools. So this session is really trying to bring the operational side of it. So how do we use DevOps in the enterprise? And it's really just trying to talk about how you transition from ITIL to Agile to what we're now calling DevOps. And behind all of this is standardization. And naturally, I have my Swiss maestro, which is Dieter Gasser. So for those that are on the dev side, he will be deeper in that. He might crack open Visual Studio. Heck, I might even learn a little bit of Visual Studio before getting out there. So that's what I'm talking about. DevOps from the enterprise. I speak for the enterprise. He speaks for the dev side. And we'll come together and show you how it all works.
All right, that sounds like a great one. Interested in this next one, join the Battle of the Scummians. So first off, what is this battle? I do see you're going to be on stage with Mr. Dieter Weichmans. You might have to keep him in line.
Yeah, so, you can think about me as a scum pretender, and he's the scum Jedi, right?
Okay.
So we are going to battle on stage. He owns the agenda. Heck, I don't even know what the battle is going to be about. So I'm training hard. I'm learning all this scum stuff, and we're just going to hit it up there. I can't say any more than that. I think you have an interview with him anyway. But this is going to be talking about what the new world of scum is going to be like for you, for me. Heck, I might learn something.
And we have another thing here. These you monitoring people, you guys come up with the craziest titles because this is called Prepare for the Scum OMS Demo Bonanza.
Yeah, so I just released a course on an introduction to log analytics with OMS. The goal of that course was to give people a head start because you got some deep people out there on OMS. There's even a book from Pete Zerger, Mr. Tao, and Stan. So we're going to be going from zero to hero, to borrow from the last MMS in OMS, but we're going to do it via demos, and we're going to do it via things you can do when you leave our session. And I don't really need to introduce Dieter Weichmans any more than that. He's deep, and he's shallow, and he's broad, he's wide. He hits the spot. So it's UK meets Belgium, and we're just going to bring peace to this session via loads of demos.
Well, another session here we have peeling back the layers of your data center, design and implement ITIL-based UI in minutes. Pretty long title. Tell us what that's all about.
I'm not responsible for that. It's my Scottish co-presenter. So it's a young man called Andy Craig. Actually, he was my first customer when I branched out, and he left the UK. He's working in Switzerland, and Switzerland is very specialized. They create all these UIs and stuff like that. So what we're going to do, again, is going from standardization. ITIL is just a placeholder, but we're going to walk you through how you can create certain tools that you can use to service some very specific scenarios. Just to give you a hint, things like PC refresh type stuff, right? But he's an SCCM guy, he's a reporting guy, he's doing service manager. So ITIL is in there to cover that whole lot. But then I'm still a GUI baby, right? He knows PowerShell and all of that. Because at the end of the day, when we go to our end users, they want to see a GUI. So it's just trying to give you a little bit about that as well.
Okay. And last and certainly not least, Sam, I think I can help introduce this one. We have IT Pro to IT Scientist. Now, this is a session that we actually did last year in November, of course. Pretty excited about this one, where I think we're kind of retooling it a little bit. And what you can expect to see is really trying to take a scientific mindset to the world of the IT Pro. We show a lot of demos, a lot of cool stuff. It's kind of like a eye-opening brainstorm type session where we're going to show people a lot of cool stuff. Everyone's really excited because it's like, oh, I've never seen anyone do that before. So I'm looking forward to it. I don't want to give too much away. Sam, you want to maybe give us a teaser of some of the stuff that we're going to see this year?
Yeah, so this comes with a warning for your credit cards. For starters, I've upgraded my Intel NUC lab. So let's just say that I'm going to be carrying over 96 gig of memory, right, in that box. And heck, I've spent so much on gadgets, I just have to show them off. So we're really going to be showing you a whole new concept around home labs, but more importantly, we deal with hybrid, and we deal with hybrid in the coolest possible way. We're going to talk about modern apps. I'm not going to give it away, but Lee's got an application that you can use off your phone.
Yep. It's pretty interesting because we did the session in November, but so much has changed kind of in the home lab, the cloud lab learning space. We have some really cool things that we're really excited to show everyone this year. So even if you showed up last year, I think you're still going to be blown away. And we're taking an especially kind of key focus on the IT scientist concept, where last time we touched on it and we had a lot of themes based on it now, but we're going to get a little bit further into that, what it means to be adapt an IT scientific mindset in your day-to-day life.
Yep. So in summary, Lee, it's going to be a whole new set of experiments that you can go away and do yourself. And
That's right.
We're going to make sure we help you out with that.
Very good. And I think that wraps it up for your sessions this year, Sam. So I'm sure you're kind of really busy these days prepping for the sessions. You got all 5 of those there. It's going to be another busy year, of course, and I'm sure everyone's looking forward to seeing you out there.
Definitely, and at least it's not going to be minus SOTA. It's going to be May, so turn up the heat.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. A little bit warmer this year. I'm sure it'll be another great year. So Sam, with that, thanks for taking the time today to tell us about your sessions, and we'll see you at MMS.
Thank you very much, Lee. You have a good day.